Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slap.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here we go.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To go, 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And incomplete.
Intended for Tucker Craft. Incomplete. The coverage by John Campbell.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Again, the ball carrier.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Love's pass complete to Tucker Kraft. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now Love going to change things up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 45, 52 blaster.
Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Black clock.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Love now. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To pass, here's Jordan Love. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Here's Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Race back to kick off for Green Bay.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. They get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Trimmer.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 44 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
36-yard line. And 8-yard pickup.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Throwing, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Working out of the gun. Love. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Second down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Wicks making the grab right side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, and second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Packers nothing.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
A beautiful fake.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Love. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 flat. Go red. Doing black.
Love looking to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First down, Packers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Again, it's Love. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the two. They don't get it.
Score Eagles 14, Packers 6.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a counter on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Mm-hmm.